Some of the good people of both races who live under the protection of the United States may not be satisfied with the decision of the Supreme Court.
The law is there to uphold the human principle, that there is equal justice because we feel it in our hearts, that this is the law of our hearts. And I think all of us now are very sober in realizing that unless we integrate, we shall very quickly disintegrate.
Now, therefore, I, George C. Wallace, as Governor of the state of Alabama, do hereby denounce and forbid this illegal and unwarranted action by the central government.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream.
That man over there says that women need to be helped into carriages and lifted over ditches to have the best place everywhere. Nobody ever helped me in a carriage, or over a mud puddle, or gives me the best place. And ain't I a woman?
There are few Americans who are not hurt by the rising costs of health care. However, it's shocking to think that in today's America, over half of this country could be discriminated against in one of their most basic life needs. Women must shoulder the worst of the health care crisis, including outrageous discriminatory practices in care and coverage. According to the data compiled by the National Women's Law Center, under the current system, a 25-year-old woman pays up to 45% more for the same or identical coverage.
What we have going on here is Project Elijah from the Project Elijah Foundation. Our congregants, both old and young, are coming together and they're combining pasta and soy and flavorings and vegetables all into this great nutritious little packet, which will then be airlifted out to people who are in need around the globe.
Deaf people can do anything. Yes, they can.
When I saw Helen Keller first, she was 6 years and 8 months old. She had been blind and deaf and mute since her 19th month as the result of an illness. After her 7th lesson, she was able to speak the sentence word by word, I am not dumb now.
No.
Though many people disagree, I firmly believe it represents what's best for Arizona.
The new law requires police to demand proof of citizenship or legal residency, a driver's license or state ID from anyone the officer has reason to suspect might be in the country illegally. Governor Brewer was asked today if she could tell whether someone was here illegally.
I do not know what an illegal immigrant looks like. I can tell you that I think that there are people in Arizona that assume they know what an illegal immigrant looks like.
Here.
Well, first, my opinion is migration is a problem coming from a reality. And what is the reality? There are two economies. One is a big economy, capital abundant economy as American, and the other is small economy, labor abundant as the Mexican economy. And it's almost a textbook case in which two factors, labor and capital, needs to work together. And the real solution for migration in the long term is to provide better opportunities for Mexican people in Mexico to get.
That looks innocent enough, doesn't it? Lots of young people hitchhike. Seems like a good way to get from one place to another. But sometimes there are dangers involved that never meet the eye. So no matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly. One never knows when the homosexual is about. What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick. A sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious. A sickness of the mind. You see, Ralph was a homosexual, a person who demands an intimate relationship with members of their own sex.
There are several reasons why homosexuality should be banned. First of all, homosexuality is completely unnatural. Just like eyeglasses, polyester, and birth control are not natural. Second, gay marriage is not supported by religion. And in a theocracy like ours, the values of one religion are always imposed on the entire country. That's why we only have one religion in America. Third, homosexual marriages are invalid because they can't produce children. That's why infertile and old couples can't get legally married, because the world needs more children. 4. Gay marriage will encourage more people to be gay, in the same way that hanging around tall people makes you tall. Basically, scientific evidence proves it to be a contagious disease. 5. If we allow gay couples to adopt, then they will obviously raise gay children, because straight parents only raise straight children. 6. Homosexual marriages are just plain weird. So are interracial marriages and instant oatmeal. We should probably ban those too. 7. When it comes to gay adoption, children can never succeed without both male and female role models at home. That's why single parents are forbidden to raise children. The majority of Americans believe that homosexuality should be illegal, and what is popular is always right. Remember, we live in a free country. We have the right to eat what we want. We have the right to jump around like an idiot. And we have the right to wear obnoxious Hawaiian shirts out in public. We also have the right to stop two people in love from getting married. So please, vote for justice, because gays do not deserve basic freedoms. Thank you.
Together.
As people.
As Jews.
As NFTYites.
we can make a difference.
We can work to diminish the human divides that exist in our society
through acts of tikkun olam,
through education and spreading awareness, and perhaps the simplest way, by changing the way we ourselves view these incidences.
That way, we can inspire others to follow in our footsteps as we lead not only NFTY, but also our generation
to a more respectful and humane future.
Because if we don't respond to the injustices we see and experience,
we will only be for ourselves. And if we are only for ourselves,
then what are we?
And if not now,